Hi, good morning, Jim. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning, Margie. Nice to see you.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. Welcome to A Few Minutes with Margie. I'm Margie Lyman with Dudum Real Estate Group, and today I am with Jim Galinsky with Allstate, and he's in an aspect of Allstate that most of us are not familiar with. And I'm so excited to learn more about his business and share this interesting story with you all. Thank you. So, Jim, tell me about what it is that you do for Allstate that people are not familiar with.
Well, I think I'll start, Margie, by telling you what I don't do.
Okay, smart.
And I have absolutely nothing to do, not even licensed for things like automobile insurance and homeowners insurance. I've never had any interest in that aspect of financial world. But what I am interested in and what I do is personal finance. So I help Allstate clients and other individuals in the neighborhood or the area, mostly Contra Costa and Alameda counties, with their personal finance issues.
Okay.
If they're younger, it may be their need for life insurance to protect a new mortgage or raise the family if something were to happen to them, help them build their wealth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whether it's consolidating old 401ks or things like that, saving for college, retirement, and if they're a little closer to retirement, using typically a buckets of money kind of strategy to create a comfortable retirement income plan.
Okay, interesting.
So, yeah, I'm part of Allstate's hidden group of personal financial representatives, which we're not really that hidden because there's, I don't know, about 900 of us across the country.
Oh my goodness, yeah, that is not hidden.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you have a particular target market? Do you have a minimum that you take for clients, a minimum balance, or?
We actually don't have a specific minimum. And that can be challenging, but what I find is that, if I can help somebody, even if they're a small client for me, everybody knows somebody and things change over time. And I find that people who want help also want to help themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So their situation will grow with time.
Right.
So,
so that person who started off with on a lower threshold, maybe you can bring them up a lot higher as well.
That's right. That's right. And, let's face it, I'm not 22 anymore. So, that may just be eventually part of the business that gets passed on to my successor, but that's okay. I'm building a business till I'm not.
Right. But also not being 22 is you have a lot of experience.
That is true.
Okay. How did you find this niche and get into it?
So, actually, I spent about the first 20 years of my life in and around the restaurant business.
Okay.
Which
very volatile business.
Very volatile, very action oriented. So that really kind of fit as a younger guy, and then
didn't we determine that I probably went to your restaurant in Boston?
We actually did. That's a while ago.
It was, but yeah, for sure. But we share a little history in that regard, which I think is super interesting.
We do, and eventually I decided, there were things that needed to change in life, and one of them was the profession. And the reason I chose the financial business was simply two reasons. Number one, it interested me, but I knew nothing about it. I mean, nothing. So,
learning curve.
A big learning curve, but what I found was it stuck with me. If you read about different subjects, which I do, I find that the things that really interest me stick with me, And the ones that don't, I can't tell you what I read yesterday. So this one stuck.
Okay.
And,
Fair enough.
And the advantage to that for me and my clients is I remember when I didn't know what any of these jargon industry terms meant and
Interesting.
how to use them. And I've retained that. And I find that a lot of people in my business have been in it since like college graduation. And they don't know the difference between jargon and English. And so I find that my clients have a very comfortable experience meeting with me because we speak plain language. And just
That makes a really big difference. It's understanding your audience. It's understanding where your clients are coming from.
Yeah.
That's key.
I think that's my superpower, is that I didn't know what this was all about. And so that's very relatable to me, is when people come in with expertises in other areas. We live in a complicated world. You cannot be an expert in too many things.
Yeah.
They're
People
too
like
complicated.
some people like to think they are, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for somebody who comes in who has an expertise in their area of interest, then I can sit down with them and talk English to them about the various planning goals and financial products and explain it in a way that that they can take.
Yeah, and most of your clients are referrals from friends and Allstate and
The majority are through the Allstate system. The way that works is I partner with several agents in the area who have lots of car and home insurance customers, and then they get referred to me.
Okay.
And then also folks who have nothing to do with Allstate, just live in the area, or friends of friends, or
Yep.
cousins of cousins, and
Yep.
that's how it goes.
That's
right?
perfect. That's perfect. And so you've lived in multiple areas around the
I have.
country, and you settled in Walnut Creek.
Long story, but I did move here for a relationship, and didn't know too many people, and was in this business and needed to figure out ways to meet people, and I tried a couple of different things over the first couple of years, and then I got a call from a recruiter with Allstate's Financial Services division, and they explained to me, oh, you can partner with people who have ready clients, and I never loved the marketing part of it. I like
Right.
the sitting down and having the conversation with the nice people
And
about their future.
and solving their problems
Right.
and providing solutions. Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome.
So it made sense. I gave it a try. That was in April of 2009. And if you remember what was going on,
Tricky time.
Yeah, that was a really tricky time.
Yeah.
But
Probably when a lot of people needed you the most.
yeah, and the clients that I had at that time, because of the way that I work, really weren't like, oh, I got to sell and get out of the market and take my loss and never come back. Because of all the conversations that we have and had prior to that, there was hand-holding, there was nervousness, but we got through it intact as a
Fantastic.
group. So
Fantastic. And so you're here in Walnut Creek, and you have a partner here.
I do.
And tell me about him a little bit.
So Tyler Johnson
Okay.
has a Allstate agency that started with his father and a couple of his father's best friends, and Tyler has put all three of those agents' books together, plus a few others, and has a substantial business here in Walnut Creek that's been around. I think his dad and partners started in 1970. So
Fantastic.
I can't tell you how many grandchildren of the original insured people that are still
clients.
here. Yeah,
That's fantastic.
Many
Multi-generation.
3 generation, and some of them coming up on 4.
Well, that sounds like a level of trust that can't be
Yeah.
manufactured in any other way than
Yeah.
just true performance.
Yeah.
So-
And I do partner with other agents that aren't in Walnut Creek.
Right.
And but Tyler is where I office
Right.
here in Walnut Creek, right on Civic Drive.
Perfect.
Standalone building. Everybody's driven by it.
And you have
the funny little A-frame.
Parking.
And we do have parking.
And a pet squirrel.
And a pet squirrel. And it's funny, when I first started partnering with Tyler and the other agents that were here, they actually had a office cat.
Oh, God.
That when it was a little kitten had wandered up to the back door in a pouring rain, and they had that cat for like 16 years.
No, that's great.
And the cat lived here.
That's
and
great.
And all the customers who came in, they knew the cat.
Well, last time I was here, I brought my dog.
Yes, you did.
So,
Yeah,
well, this
we're
has been a real
pet-friendly.
delight, and I'll look forward to meeting with Tyler and finding out more about his side of the business. And do you have a website? How can people get in touch with you?
I do. They can actually, the easiest way, go to allstate.com.
Okay, and look
And
for Jim
just
Galinsky.
type my name in, it'll be under find an agent. Just
Okay.
know I'm not the car insurance
No,
agent.
you're the financial planner.
Yeah.
Well, this
so-
has been a real delight. I can't thank you enough for your time, Jim. Galinsky.
Correct.
Galinsky.
Right.
Okay.
And easy way to think of it, look up Gal
In the sky. There you go. I love it.
There you go.
Thanks very much. Thanks for a few minutes with Margie. If you know of anybody who would be interested in doing an interview with me, you know how to reach me. Thanks.